So I started using a wheelchair when I was 18, which was when I was a freshman in college. So kind of going through that experience of, dealing with college, dealing with, a newly acquired disability. I think that does give me kind of some empathy and a perspective for a lot of the students who are dealing with the same type of thing. I did an internship with my Disabilities Services office as an undergrad, and so that was kind of my first introduction into the world of disability services. I had used accommodation as a student, so then to see it kind of on the flip side from a staff perspective made me realize that that was an area that could be a career path and would be a very rewarding one that allowed me to use my personal experiences as well as professional experiences. My undergraduate degree is in disability studies, and so kind of having that perspective of some of the legal perspective, the educational perspective, the personal perspective allowed me to kind of combine all of those into a career path that was just something I was very excited about and then interested in. So outreach is an area of our office that has typically kind of been put on the back burner because we're very busy meeting student demands and working directly with students. But I think it is a very important area and something that we've started to increase our outreach to not only students, to let students know that our office is here and how we can support them, but also outreach to faculty and staff, providing trainings for them on how to make their classrooms or their programs more accessible, how to use language that's respectful to talk about disability. So we have a lot of different ways that we do that. One of the really important ones for students with a variety of disabilities is priority registration. And that accommodation allows them to avoid problems later on in the semester. So for students with mobility disabilities, that allows them to pick classes that have a larger break in between them, so they have time to physically get from one building to the next, or they can pick classes based on where they're located, so they can make sure that they don't have a class on the south side of campus and then 15 minutes later have to get all the way to the north side of campus. That also works for students with medical disabilities. Sometimes mornings can be more difficult, a more active time of symptoms, and if that's the case, having a morning class is really going to be tough to get up and attend. But if they could take that same class in the afternoon, then that's not going to be an issue for them. So that is one of our more proactive accommodations.